You guys a heads up that I am on hotspot Wi-Fi, so if there's lag or crappy quality today, I really apologize. Just showing up today for a new video, and we're doing Solana. That is the altcoin that I think everyone should be keeping an eye on. I'm not saying that hey, it's just looking for upside and go, but this is it on a weekly. You can see we had lows, we went to the highs, we're at the lows, and now we're near the highs. But the highs that we're going is actually a upward continuation pattern in a sense. Uh, we basically did 7 waves here to the upside, and then for the ABC waves, we did it right here, and we're basically doing another 7 waves up. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then another ABC right here. Okay, so and I'm just talking out loud because I'm trying to figure out what's going on as well. I have already turned some fibs on. Another good thing you can see is that this is the first time that it really actually lost and reclaimed the EMAs. And on this bullish cross, this is where the expansion occurred. You're looking healthy and good for upside continuation. There is no real risk of downside until we actually start closing underneath 155. And 155 is something that probably will come anyway, just because it's a level of support that to be, you know, if it's tested, it's just giving you confirmation of good stuff for upside continuation. Um, for those of who are worried of downside, just be aware that if we wanted to do a head and shoulder here, right? You would have went and took out the liquidity all the way down to like 50 bucks. And this is something I did plan for. I did talk about. If there's another Solana video that I did in the past, I'm sure I mentioned it, that hey, the possibility of that's there. But what happened was this week right here, we actually went and tested the EMA here at 150. It's at 150 now, so that's what I'm saying, that a similar situation like this can occur. Drop to the 110 level, which was the EMA, and then a quick buy up, and then a recoup above the other EMA, the yellow EMA, for continuation upside. Now what's going to happen is, since we were overbought, we were in the air, we actually came back, tested the natural average, and over here we're consolidating. Now, worst case scenario, you get that poke back down into the 153 area, but in my opinion, that is still a good buying opportunity for upside continuation. If I'm buying at that area, I would be managing my risk just underneath 110, knowing that hey, the buyer already defended this level once. You already had a bullish flag breakout here. You retested that level right here. You did not break down. You, matter of fact, had a very strong buying reaction, and this actually went for upside continuation. Okay, now I don't know if you guys do this or not. If you go and click on the right hand side of your screen and you where is it? Invert scale, you can see it like this. Now you can see this looks like inverse head and shoulder, right? And a bunch of people were probably looking for that move to the downside to the 50 area that I was talking about. And what happened was all the people probably looking for that move became liquidity. And you had a bunch of liquidity sitting right above here, right? You took that liquidity, and now if you want to be a proper trader, now a move coming into those levels does make sense. And if you lose these levels this time, I mean, you are pretty much sure that hey, you're gonna go test that next level of liquidity over here at 80 bucks before you go and mess around with 110 bucks again. So those two levels, 110, 80, and what is this level over here? 174 are important levels for you to consider. 174 is your warning. Once you lose 174, the next level of attack is around 150. And when I was starting to mess with Solana a couple days ago, it was at 208. And then I actually took the long scalp from, actually, let me do it this way. So I actually took a long was around 197, and I was at 195. I got out at 197, which was basically a retest of the breakdown area, and then actually rejected back. Sorry, ran weekly. Here's your daily. So I took that long, it rejected, and then I got out, and I actually took another long just in the morning around 191, 192, and I am ready for us to flush down today. Today, it don't matter what anyone says. You are too close to this liquidity not to actually poke into that level. So coming into 171 and taking out the liquidity there before reversal makes sense, but more than likely you're just going to come down and actually chill out here for a little bit, maybe in the 150s, and then come back up. And how many times we've said 150, 150, 150 today? If you don't respect the levels that the technical analysis is giving you, you will later. You will come back to these videos and you'll be like, dang, how the heck was he talking about those numbers and why are we at those numbers now? I mean, it's not like I'm doing special math and pulling these numbers after like crazy calculations. No, this is just an exponential moving average, which is an average of the price amongst the date, the interval you programmed it for. So the yellow one is 21 exponential moving average, the green is 55, and then this purple is a 200. So if you know how to use those to your advantage, go for it. I highly recommend it. Uh, the last thing I want to do is I'm going to actually show you my EMAs, not my EMAs, the fibs that I plotted, and that will kind of explain to you guys like how I look at these assets and um, kind of like make a plan for like how to even trade them. So here is my fibs. I did it on the most recent highs just to see how it consolidates into an accumulation zone before I break back out. This was some overbought condition. We went all the way to Squeeze City. That's crazy. I mean, this one was the most. This was the first blow up situation, so it was way overdone. The second one, we had these values to know that hey, if you can't get above $211, there is no upside continuation. And look where your rejection came in. So anyone who shorted this peak over here and it just had a stop loss above $211 got to ride this thing all the way back down to 132, which was the 21 EMA as well. And they got to basically take their profit and redo it again. That's why I have these fibs set up. We're like, hey, can you reshort it again? Yes, with that same stop loss, you were able to short it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So that is something you need to, just keep your eye on and be aware of. Let's not look at all of that. Let's look over here now. What we can like surmise from the details. One of them is this was a bull order block for you to break out of, and continuation occurred off of that. Then you have this potential bearish consolidation that people probably thought was going to break down. It did not break down, actually broke up, and that's what created your nice head and possible shoulder pattern for a potential rejection into the lower EMAs around $80-$90. Let's put this as warning, and this is your potential head and shoulder. And the only reason I can say that with confidence is because all the technical analysis is giving you confluence. You have EMAs, you have fibs, you have volume bearish divergence as well. You got this pretty clear distributional Wyckoff top. I say Wyckoff top, I say head and shoulder, I say distribution. All three terms mean the same freaking thing. So don't get it confused like I have like some special terminology. This is how trading has been since day one. Uh, all these terms, these gurus who are coming up with these terms, They're literally putting a new label on the same thing that they've learned in the past through generations. And what we're doing here is just putting on terms. But what this is human emotion, human psychology on this asset over time. That's what a technical analysis chart is giving you. There's no PE, there's no dividend. You're not really able to even gauge the profitability of this company. You don't even know how many outstanding shares this is because I think Solana is inflationary. It's not deflationary like Bitcoin. So they can print endlessly like the US dollar. So is this the asset that's going to get you out of inflation? Probably not. Why I like Solana is because of the technology, transactions per second. Aside from Bitcoin, I will be looking at Ethereum. Outside of Ethereum, I'm looking at Solana. And then outside of this, it comes I'll say it, man. Ripple, XRP, RULSD, the stuff that they got going on with currencies. I'm seeing it. I understand it. How they're going to implement it, how is Brad Garlinghouse going to make it all occur? I'm not sure how they're going to put those pieces together. But he is probably very capable of making it happen. He is in Trump's ear. He has the regulation people in place now. It's just a matter of time. People didn't think Bitcoin was going to be here where it's here. People were laughing at it when Bitcoin was like $100. The same thing, I watched Bitcoin go from $100 to $300 to $1,200 to $3,000 to $10,000 to 15, 20, 30, 60, 90, 100. The same thing I saw in Bitcoin. Same thing, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, the Apple, those stocks did the exact same thing, but they had splits. If you didn't have the splits, that's what those prices of those assets would be. It would be up there like Berkshire Hathaway. Or Berkshire Hathaway is $300,000 stock. Why can't Bitcoin be $300,000? So, and now Bitcoin and ETH and Solana, all three of them do produce passive interest if staked. So those are all things to consider uh, with these limited assets. Okay, these limited supply assets. Hopefully, Solana does something to lock their supply and stops being inflationary, and then we could talk. The reason why I had also this third one is if anyone took this short over here, their stop loss would have been around 267 to 268, and they did get stopped out. They were the ones who provided that last little lick of liquidity right here at 165. And if they got stopped, um, it sucks. But if they followed the fib and actually kept a little bit of wiggle room, like 265, 267, like a dollar or two more, they got to ride this entire leg right back down, probably to 162. And then from 162 to that 80, $90 area that we've discussed is something that you need to consider if we lose that 150, 160 area. And I am already long here at 190. I'm not gonna let go. I will eat the drop all the way down on 200x leverage because I have plenty of liquidity there to fill out this entire consolidation. If we don't reverse from here, I know you guys can see my inverse head and shoulder. If we do not reverse the way that I'm looking for in this inverse head and shoulder, okay, like a dead cat bounce into 208 area, like if I don't get that and we just come up here and just start gunning right back down, what I will do is I will wait for the liquidity grab. Say we don't come up here and we just go straight down, right? Today at New York Open, we just freaking take out all the liquidity and there's some stupid news or whatever kind of nonsense they want to say. And we take out all this liquidity here. Once we take out this liquidity, I will look to add into my position probably on this bounce here. And then if in this position, if my DCA from, what is it, 92, I think it was? From 92, so let's just put a little circle over here. So here, I bought it here. Oh, I don't get out in profit at around 214. That's fine. Just dumps. Okay, cool. Let it dump. I will wait for this trigger at 175 to hit. And then if I don't add there immediately, I will wait for a candle close, like a 30-minute candle, just to see like, yo, is this volume gonna subside, or are we getting like crazy volume on this dump? And then if everything is peachy keen, I will add, and I will wait for that dead cat bounce, because I already know like once you come take out this liquidity, it's gonna give you a little bit of a relief, right? More than likely, like the odds of it is high as opposed to it just capitulating straight down. And why I say that, right? Why would Solana just capitulate down? Okay, is there something fundamentally wrong? Is there a hack? Is there like the devs gave up? Like, did somebody's wallet get hacked? Like, if none of those things are occurring, there's probably just an over exaggerated dump due to low liquidity in the order books causing this flash crash situation. And a quick, just a fast dump means fast pump right back up. That's why you see these V-shaped recoveries, is due to liquidity. Okay, it's like a short-term flush. Once the flush is over and the selling pressure is over and the buyers just trickle in, the recovery is right back, because people will realize after that flush candle, like, oh yeah, there's nothing really wrong. This was just a liquidity grab kind of situation. And the market is consolidating on a higher time frame. That's why it's doing that. You're just trapped in these like 4-hour candles. Like, this doesn't work like that, guys. Zoom the heck out and you'll see a lot more detail, and you'll understand a lot more. So for this inverse head and shoulder, as I said, if this fails at the neckline over here, I will wait to DCA and wait for another leg down in this expanding wedge consolidation that I've already had marked up. If the consolidation gets ugly underneath 150, I know that, hey, $100 level is possible, so I can either just take my loss and just wait for that level, or I can just add more money into that account and feed a losing trade, which is probably the worst logical thing you can do, but I know how to do it and get out of it. So those are things that I have to look at in time. There's not something like I can tell you right now, yo, I'm going to add liquidity into this losing trade. I don't know how bad things are going to get, because what you got to understand is if Solana is doing a dump like this, what is Bitcoin doing? What is Ethereum doing? What is the rest of the world doing? Like I said in the last video, I was only shorting tech yesterday. You guys saw what happened to tech yesterday, right? So today I actually closed all of those, and I will be looking for long scalps. And that's why I took that long on Solana. If there is no hope for this recovery to happen today, I will watch everything bleed back down probably into tomorrow. Also today, the saving grace will be the unemployment report. So if unemployment does not tick up, recession fears will be chill and we should be moving along. But if recession fears get stoked by unemployment increasing, you guys will see the market uh, take that into effect until the Fed does something to relieve that stress. And I already have a few people that I know that got laid off, and it's only January 9th. I'm pretty sure a lot of corporations are gonna make their moves now within the next 10 days of Trump's inauguration, because they don't have to do any more like posturing. The the uncertainty of what president was coming and what policy is over. So now the companies are probably going to go do what they need to do, like donate to Trump's inauguration fund, so that they don't get Trump angry at them. Aside from that, guys, I mean, I've given you as much as I can possibly give you today on the Solana video. We need to give it time to see if this is actually going to get a little bit of love today, or if we're going to just poop on down to those lower levels. Aside from that, if you guys have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you enjoy these videos, please let me know you're watching them and not just bot views are coming on my channel. Just leave me a comment in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you get these videos as they drop out. Aside from that, guys, if you're interested in trading with me, feel free to hit me up on the Discord server. Send us a message and I will get you onboarded on. And yeah, if you are interested in helping the channel out, please feel to trade on MEXC. Our link is in the description of this channel below. I will be adding a few more links like Top Step, Apex. I have started futures trading with those prop firms, so that's going to be another video as well. Yeah, hope you guys had a good one. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Be safe.